ATG Rail here back again with another review. For this time, Doctor Who special to the Wild Blue Yonder. Catherine, Catherine Tate and David Tennant are back. They are back and they are absolutely killing it. Man, just starting off, let you guys know I'm not dropping any spoilers here. I don't want to ruin this for you. I'm just gonna give you what I thought about the episode, how the episode essentially was, but I'm not going to give you any spoilers. Russell T Davies specifically, purposely left this shrouded in mystery for the longest time, and I absolutely think it paid off. I didn't know what to expect. I didn't know it was a lot of theories going into this of what it was going to be because there was no real trailers for this at all, so you didn't really know what was going on. I hate to tell you this, but whatever theories that you had, whatever you read, absolutely wrong. Absolutely wrong. The only thing that we get from this episode is we see a robot and we know they're somewhere. And I'm gonna leave it at that. So let's just talk about how these specials have been so far and how this is lined up. So my biggest issue is that I from the first one is that I wanted the continuity between, or I wanted to know what happened between when Tennant regenerated on the cliff and from the previous episode to whatever. But I go back and they explain in the behind the scenes. If you guys are watching it, check it out. It's on the Doctor Who YouTube channels, and I really appreciate the behind the scenes, the how it's done. I really missed that from BBC Confidential. But to talk about, they pretty much quickly explained to me like the Children in Need special, where you see the 14th Doctor come in and there's a Dalek right there. That's pretty much filling in the void there. Like that's pretty much what happened between that and before he landed in London. So we get that explained. But like I said, I knew going into these specials we were getting three. I wasn't sure if this was gonna be like a one-off thing between Donna and just Donna and the Doctor, or David Tennant and Catherine Tate. And I'm so happy. I'm just so happy that we were able to not only get one but three specials. And so far we're special, like I said, special number 2, which is the Blue Wild Yonder, which I had no freaking clue what this was going to be about. And I must say, my mind was blown, like absolutely blown going into this episode. This has got to be easily in my top 10 of Doctor Who episodes. And it's really hard to like not really go into detail and spoil this for you. But again, as you're gonna see what I'm talking about, this is gonna be on that level of blank for you. This is gonna be one of those episodes that get talked about for a while. I mean, you might see some merchandise go off from this episode the way that the Angels did and stuff like that. This episode is clearly not afraid to take any risk, and this is acting at its finest. Like this acting from two people, especially David Tennant. No disrespect to Catherine, especially David Tennant, to show some acting chops out here, and they absolutely killed it. I think I was just in awe. I was just shocked. I was almost teared up at times, like because of like the levels of emotion this episode takes you through. We know we're on a spaceship. We see a robot, and the craziest stuff just starts happening. The episode makes you question everything. This episode also brings up a lot of past conversations. I know we as Whovians, or I guess now the Whoniverse, whatever they want to call it now, a lot of topics from previous seasons that we don't want to acknowledge or talk about. And this episode talks about it. Not like super full detail, but the fact that it happened, it's okay. We do X, Y, Z, we move it on. I think as far as the Doctor Who continuity and like everything, I think it's super protected, especially by the fans, because like we're dealing with a show about time travel, and the smallest inconsistency of how you explain that kind of unravels past stories or current whatever. But we're talking about a show that is constantly changing the rules all the time about how time travel works. We're constantly changing the rules about whether or not you can interfere in a past event. constantly. And this show clearly shows right from the first 5 minutes of it what it means to affect the past or do something in the past to change something, and how that has long-term effects on a time stream that is linear. The way they explain time is linear. If you do something from XYZ, it affects then. So we see that. I like that the episode starts us off with a lot of comedy, and it takes us right back into feeling like how the 10th Doctor and Donna used to be. And I want to say the 10th Doctor too, because like obviously the 14th Doctor is not the 10th Doctor. Just because it's David Tennant doesn't mean they're not the same Doctor. This is a Doctor. The 14th Doctor is somebody that's grown, that has had way more experiences, that has gone through a lot more loss than what he did at that point in time. Are we talking about Matt Capaldi, Jody, all those areas, all the stuff that we went through, the times he's been in prison, all that stuff like that, all the memories that he's either currently still has or doesn't have. It's a completely different Doctor. So when you guys go into this, just know the 10th and the 14th Doctor are not the same Doctor. And I think through the past experience, the experience changes who that Doctor is. There's certain mannerisms that you recognize, but also things that have also changed throughout the episode. But yeah, like I said, as soon as the episode comes on, puts you in a very cheerful mood. Like you feel like you're back. It picks back right off from Donna spilling coffee on the console. They explain it. Okay, we're gonna get on to our next plot of the show. The CGI, man, for this, I don't know what the show's budget is nowadays, but the CGI, I think they did an amazing job. For this to be on a soundstage, green screen, it looked really, really good. Really good, man. I really like the design of like the ship they're on. A lot of the stuff that they interact with looks really, really good. The overall, man, I just as you watch this episode, like I said, the music itself, I mean, like that's just the overall thing for the show. I mean, that sets the tone for everything. Like as far as Doctor Who, if you listen to Doctor Who, we're doing a lot of running, and we're doing a lot of running in this episode. I'm just going to say that. Blue Wild Yonder, like I said, written by Russell T. It is not afraid to take any risk. I absolutely loved it. I want to watch it again, but I want to wait until we get the giggle. I want to wait until we get to that third part, and then I'm going to go back, because I already know I'm going to have feelings about missing Tennant, about missing the 14th Doctor. We just got him, and we already let's get the 15. So I don't know, man. Doctor Who is so special, and like I said, from when I came into Who, which is basically modern Who, David Tennant's always going to be my Doctor, and to see him get another, not one but two send-offs, I think that's incredible. No other Doctor. Now, again, there was theories out there about there being other Doctors in this special. Again, I'm not even going to let you waste your time, because it's not a spoiler. No, it's not what this is about. Don't go looking for that. Just know you're going to get a great Doctor Who episode. It's going to blow your freaking socks off. You're absolutely going to enjoy this. I couldn't put it down. I'm just going to say that. There was no moment in this where I was like, I'm hitting the pause. I didn't care if I had to use the bathroom. The episode was that good. This is a 10 out of 10. Again, this is my top 10 now. I absolutely just love the chemistry between Tennant and Catherine Tate. They absolutely kill it. It's like they never left. If you guys listen to the audio dramas, same thing, man. I love those audio dramas. They just do everything I needed to do, man. So yeah, that's all I'm gonna say on that one. But like I said, check it out if you haven't. If you haven't got Disney Plus, find your BBC iPlayer. Whatever you got to do to watch this new show, it hits every category for you. Like again, this is one of those Doctor Who episodes you're gonna be talking about for a while. It's great. Great cast. Great cast. But other than that, like I said, it was a 10 out of 10. Definitely worth the watch again. I can't wait to see the last part, but I'm also hesitant to watch it as well, because I just don't want this to end. And then I'm thinking about it. I mentioned the audio dramas. That's what those feels like, because those are usually done in like 3 episodes. They usually do, like, when they come out, they do like 1, 2, 3. This is what that feels like before we get into Nakti Gatwa. and his new Doctor. I'm just not ready to go. I don't know if they're going to replace the TARDIS. I hope not, because we just got it. I hope that, I'm hoping this ends on a good note, because this is to be the fastest that we've lost a Doctor, and within 3 episodes that we've seen on screen. So again, it's an amazing episode. I highly recommend it. Blue Wall Yonder is my Doctor Who of the year episode, and I don't even know what the giggle's about to bring us, but I just know it's going to be good. So Saturdays is appointment television, people, or appointment streaming. Doctor Who is back. It feels back. Russell T Davies is back. It's just something about it. And at the same time, like, as a Doctor Who fan, I gotta learn to accept, to move on and let certain things go. But again, we'll see where this goes. Like I said, I absolutely loved it. Can't wait to see what's next. And I can't wait to give you guys a review for the giggle, because like I said, this is a great episode. Please watch it. You don't want to miss this. But I can't wait to come back and do a third review for the giggle, because we know my man Doogie Howser is in it. Neil Patrick Harris. We know he's playing the toy maker. So again, Terrell here. Let me know what you thought in the comments below about the episode. What's your thoughts on it? Like I said, I left it spoiler free. So kind of keep it spoiler free in the comments as well. And just let me know if it was great, if it was excellent, you want to watch it again. It's best Tenet you've seen in a long time, best Doctor Who you've seen in a long time. But again, just leave me a comment. Let me know you're live out there. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys for another review. See you.